Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm really glad you made it. Hey, I came across an article on military.com and I wanted to share it with you. So the title or headline here is Cancer Research Getting New VA Effort as Burn Pit Linked Cases Expected to Rise. And again, the reason why they're expected to rise is because there's a deadline for the back pay, that extra months, depending on when you file, up to 12 months of back pay is going to expire in August, which I recently did a video on that, and I'll continue to push that information to keep people aware. So they're expecting this increase, and there's more cancer research as a result. So I wanted to read through this article. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend if you haven't. Thank you to all the members. Member list is starting to grow. Really helps to support the channel. And your comments are valuable. Thank you so much. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Again, the headline, Cancer Research Getting New VA Effort as Burn Pit Linked Cases Expected to Rise. The Department of Veterans Affairs and Stanford University's Medical School are planning to launch a cancer research and treatment center at the VA's Palo Alto, California hospital, the organizations announced Friday. That's a big deal. While plans for the center are in a very preliminary stage, officials said that they hope to have the center open in as little as 5 years through an agreement the VA and Stanford Medicine signed Friday. The plan comes as the need for cancer care at the VA is expected to rise as more veterans develop cancer suspected to be linked to their service, and after the PACT Act made it easier for those veterans to seek health care and benefits from the department. Let me click on this full article thing. All right. Every single veteran who wore the uniform, who wore the cloth of our country, deserves the best and most state-of-the-art care. This is the VA Secretary's quote for health. And he said that at a news conference Friday about that specific partnership between Stanford and VA Palo Alto. Officials shared few details about the specific plans for the center, including how much it's expected to cost and where the funding will come from. The president and CEO of Stanford Healthcare added that many conversations, considerations, and approvals are still needed on the project. The center is being pursued under a memorandum of understanding, and that was facilitated by the PACT Act. Let's see. Stanford has been in need of a new cancer center for a long time, and so has the VA. And now our overlapping interests can finally work to advance veteran care for generations to come. Already, about 50,000 cancer cases are reported annually to the VA Central Cancer Registry, a database of VA medical center staffers use to help track and evaluate cancer outcomes. Those numbers are expected to rise as the PACT Act, which was signed into law last year, is implemented. Now, let me stop there for a second. This is really important, okay? Even though this is in Palo Alto, California, with the Palo Alto VA hospital and Stanford University, this information is going to benefit, the information that they're able to uncover and the work that they do for cancer is going to benefit all veterans throughout the nation. And if they have some sort of a specialty thing there, you could probably opt to go there for your treatment. And that is good too. So you need to, at least the way I look at it, support this. And when time comes to, they said there's a lot of things, a lot of T's that still need to get crossed and I's dotted and so forth. This partnership is something that I think that we should all be on board with personally. There's a lot of good information that could come from it. So anyway, let's move on. So the PACT Act designated 23 diseases as presumed to be linked to burn pits used during the Iraq and Afghanistan wars and other airborne pollutions and environmental hazards from earlier conflicts, meaning veterans with those ailments will now have a streamlined process for claiming health care and disability benefits. That's through the PACT Act. Of the 23 presumptive diseases, which I've done videos on how powerful presumptive is and what that does for you, about half are different types of cancer. And it goes through a list of all the different cancers, which will be in the description. And in addition to an increase of toxic exposure-related cancers, the aging demographics of veterans are also expected to bring an increase of cancer cases. So, I mean, it's like double-edged, right? So one, exposure, and two, age, those two things together, it's almost like an upside-down pyramid, right? So the amount of cancer is just increasing within the veteran population. So very important stuff that they try to get ahead of. Yes, it's 5 years. Today that sounds like a long time, but think about all the people that are walking behind us, right? So we absolutely need to pave the way for those behind us, and this is one of those things that our loved ones, our sons, our daughters, who have joined, their spouses and so forth, are going to be able to benefit from, obviously, this type of stuff. So the center that's agreed upon here, the center also fits into the Biden administration's focus on finding new treatments and slashing the death rate for cancer. The initiative, known as the Cancer Moonshot, was first launched by President Biden when he was vice president and revived earlier this year. Biden's attention on cancer came after his son Beau died of cancer in 2015. Biden has said he suspects his son's fatal cancer was caused by the burn pits he was exposed to while serving in Iraq and Kosovo with the Delaware National Guard. This is my personal mission. This is a personal mission for the president. The Cancer Moonshot has a very ambitious goal of reducing cancer mortality by 50% in the coming years. And of course, within that are the cancers, in many cases, rare and aggressive cancers that our veterans experience because of the toxic exposures during their service. So, very important stuff. And I think that, again, this is something that we should voice to our elected officials, that this agreement is something that we absolutely support, and wherever money needs to be found to support this, that's what needs to happen. So it's the Moonshot, the Cancer Moonshot partnership between Stanford Medical and the VA Palo Alto. So our congressional leaders need to know that this is what's happening. From my experience, look, they only know like the things that are right in front of them in that moment, right? They're missing the stuff on the periphery, and it's up to us to kick it in front of them so they see it. So bringing it up with their staffers and having their staffers slide notes in front of them that, hey, this is something that's really important to their constituency could go a long way. So with that, we'll go ahead and conclude it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you and all of the support. I will keep going strong for each and every single one of you. I appreciate you, whether you're just a viewer, a subscriber, or a member. I appreciate every one of you at any level. So thank you so much. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.